Hello, I wanted to help you move on to your final for your monochromatic portrait. So this is your big 12 by 18 paper, and you need to draw a really light 2-inch grid. So the easiest way to do that is to get a big ruler, line it up, and don't move it around every time you go to 2 inches. Just go ahead and do 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. And then it's just really light marks I made on there. And you want to do the same thing on the other side. Just mark off 2-inch intervals all around the edges of your paper. Okay. And then you're going to lightly, you want to draw a really light grid. You want to be able to see it, but you are going to erase some of it as you work. Okay, I'm going to line up my 2 dots, and I'm going to lightly draw that grid, because once you are painting and you get your really light values in there, you're going to want to erase some of those grids lines so that it doesn't show through your light values, through your paint. And then you're going to also, don't forget to measure 2-inch interval at the top and the bottom, or side to side of your paper, depending on how you're working. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, and then do that over here also. So I have some of these big rulers around the room, or maybe you have your own 24-inch ruler. And then just connect those lines really lightly so that you get a 2-inch grid all over your paper like this one. And then you're going to work from your 1-inch grid. And I have this picture that I've been working on. Remember all my steps I've done already? I have my photo under here. I put a piece of paper on there after I found all the value sections, and I taped a 1-inch grid onto this. So now I need to figure out how far over my grid goes. Looks like I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's the widest you should go, is 6. And then I'm only going to, am I going to go all the way down to 9? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'm going all the way down 9 boxes. So sometimes kids like to mark this off so they can keep track of what row they're at. Like maybe you want to make this row A, row B, row C, D, E, F, G, H, I, and J. Now you might not go all the way down to 9 inches. If you have any extra rows, leave them on there. It's good to test out your values, your paint, and then you can always cut it off at the end. But it's handy to have that extra paper to test your values on so you get good gradation. I'm going to go ahead and put A, B, C, D, E. So that way you can keep track of where you're at. And then I'm just going to do 1 box at a time. That one's empty. This one you see I started to draw her hair. And then just do 1 box at a time. This puts a lot of stress away off your shoulders, that you don't have to be a really good face drawer. Just have to do 1 box at a time, and you should have practiced this on your worksheet before you do it on your final with the practice faces. And then 1 box at a time, and I'm using my finger to keep track of where I'm at. And then once I have it all drawn out, I can erase my extra grid and my light values, and I can go ahead and paint.